Hi guys, this is Jason.com and I'm here with a new unboxing. This is the Huawei P8 Lite. We already reviewed the Huawei P8 and also the Huawei Honor 6 Plus, and now it's time for the P8 Lite that was launched at the same time with the P8 in April. So this is basically the mini or light version of the Huawei P8. It has a similar box style. Everything is more narrow and vertical here, and finally this is the phone. The format is very similar to the bigger brother, and this time we don't get as much metal, we get plastic as the main material for the case. The price tag, at least in USA at Walmart, is $250 unlocked off contract, which sounds pretty good for a smartphone that has a 13 megapixel back camera. Let's see what's inside the box. The folks of Huawei are using narrow boxes here, saving cardboard and saving trees probably. We get this little key to access the SIM slots and the storage slot. We get this charger here, a pair of headphones that look very much like the Apple EarPods, as you can see, and the charging cable, the USB cable that you use to connect to the PC and to the charger. That's it here. And an extra little box inside. Everything feels very elegant. It's like the box of a perfume, which I also said in the case of the Huawei P8. I'm guessing here there are manuals with compliments, warranty card, and a quick start guide. Feels pretty lengthy and feels very nice to the touch, soft touch actually. The star here is the phone, priced at $250 at Walmart USA, and it was announced in April and launched in May. It's time for the initial setup by pressing its slightly protruding on-off button. The P8 Lite measures 7.7 millimeters. It weighs 131 grams and feels incredibly light. It comes in black or white with gold or silver accents on the side, and it's using dual SIM slots. One is a micro SIM and the other one is a nano SIM. The screen you see here, it's a 5-incher with a resolution of 1280 over 720 pixels, and inside the phone we got a HiSilicon Kirin 620 octa-core 1.2 GHz processor. Time for the setup. We're skipping the connectivity and continuing. We're accepting the terms. And that's all the config you need. That was a pretty short setup process. Just compare this process to the one of a Windows Phone device that lasts forever, and by forever I mean 7 or 8 minutes. Okay, as I said before, HiSilicon octa-core Kirin 620 processor, and let's turn up the brightness because I feel it can go higher, and indeed it does. We also have 2 GB of RAM available here, 16 GB of storage, and with the typical Huawei tradition, there is no app launcher. All the apps are placed on the home screen in folders and such. So 2 GB of RAM, 16 GB of storage, LTE category 4 supported here, a 5 megapixel front shooter for the selfies, and a 13 megapixel back shooter right here. Seems to have a dual LED flash. I may be mistaken, we'll learn more in the full review. The battery offered here, well, it's a 2200 mAh unit, and let's see what OS we're dealing with here. Okay, so we see the specs here, the resolution, the status, Android version 5.0. Initially the phone was offered with KitKat. Our version comes with Android Lollipop with Emotion UI 3.1 applied on top. We got virtual Android buttons here, and once again the design is similar to the P8, only with solid plastic instead of metal. We have quite a few applications pre-installed. I see we got games, got tools, even some productivity apps, but I'm very curious about the camera interface. On the Huawei Honor devices I tested and the P8, I compared the interface to the one of iOS. It's based on a very white font. I mean, the options is very minimalistic and has a slight iOS vibe. We got HDR, we got audio note, we got watermark, and the settings that include the resolution going up to 13 megapixels. Perfect selfie is also an option here. We got time-lapse, video, photo, and even a bunch of effects to play with. We'll learn more over the following days as we review the Huawei P8 Lite. So far so good. My main impression here is that the phone is very light. It feels like that kind of a phone that doesn't have the battery inserted yet, and while it weighs 131 grams, it feels like a 100-gram phone. The price is very good, very light as well, $250 at Walmart, USA, some solid specs, and I look forward to testing the back camera. This is it from gsndon.com. Bye bye.